What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Subnautica. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Crag field biome here. It got a little bit of enhancement. They worked on the texture a little bit, and they added some foliage, so it's not just plain rock. Also, it looks like this is new. At least I don't recall seeing this plant any... Whoa. Where? That's really weird. My assumption is that is a bug. It almost has to be, because it doesn't do it any other way. That is really weird. That is really weird. Anyway, so yeah, there's some new plants and stuff. There is the lithium here, but nothing else with those have been updated, at least in the game currently. So the Crag field biome looks quite a bit better in my opinion. Before it did look kind of bland. It definitely looks a lot better with some of the stuff added. So in game wise, this is all we have to check out, unfortunately. But everything else we do have to check out is pretty cool. So the first thing is actually a clip of a new Cyclops explosion. The new Cyclops explosion looks really cool. In the beginning here, this is a clip from a developer. In the beginning, we are in the Cyclops, and they enter this command, which currently is not in game. And as you can see, it explodes towards us, and has a bunch of fire and everything. It is an instant kill, or KO, if you are in the Cyclops. So, that is looking pretty awesome. Now the dev just comes and goes over by this Cyclops here and will eventually explode this from the outside. And the explosion there, as you can see, is updated. There are kind of like shrapnel or metal pieces blowing off of it, and there is the blown up version of the sub actually in the game. We did go over it quite a while ago, maybe a week or two, but that will be in game, and it, as far as I'm aware, will stay in the world. You can get all your resources and salvage everything from it, but you will lose the Cyclops. Now, an interesting thing, if you look in this clip here, is that there is metal salvage around the Cyclops when it blows up. So it's pretty cool to see that once like it blows up, it drops metal salvage too. So that's pretty interesting. I didn't really expect that, and then I saw this clip, and it's just like floating there. It's a pretty good idea, to be honest. At least you get some of your resources back from the destroyed Cyclops. Unless that isn't from it. Nope, it definitely is. It just spawned in right there. Alright. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I did check to see if the destroy Cyclops command was in game, and it is not currently. So unfortunately, I cannot show you it directly in game. But we do get to see this awesome clip. I do have to give a shout out to Double J for showing me this. If he had not shown me this, I would not have seen it, most likely. So thank you very much, Double J. Alright, so the next thing we have to talk about is on Trello, so I will see you guys there. Alright guys, so we are back on Trello, and the first thing we're going to talk about is over here in the activity tab. They are working on an egg 4 and an egg 5. They are doing animations for it and making it. Pretty interesting. We don't know what eggs, unfortunately, but they are working on 2 more eggs. And then right here, joined add precursor architecture and lighting to Lost River base chamber entranceway to draw players' attention. Right here it says, currently it is easy for players to miss Lost River base when they go through Lost River Junction, as it is not strongly signposted. Architecture should be added to the entryway into the base chamber to improve the probability of players finding the base. My assumption is they're just going to add pillars or like little totems like this or like here, and then with some lightings. I was thinking maybe some cables, but there's nothing to actually run cables to that would make sense. So I think it'll just be those totems with some lighting. Alright, and then right here, the submarine hologram projector. So what this is in the Cyclops, the new updated version. To the right of you, there will be a projection of the Cyclops, and it'll have like a radar around it showing red dots of hostile creatures in the area and where they are. And instead of just having the projection floating, it'll be on top of this, most likely right here, and then this will attach to the side of the Cyclops, and then the projection will be there. So basically they made it just so that way you don't have a random projection just floating there. So that's pretty much all that is. Nothing too fancy. And then probably the coolest thing that you guys are all waiting for is the Ghost Leviathan here. So this picture was added. My assumption is this is them working on the skins and the weight part. Like I said in the last video, I'm not too technical with the whole programming thing and skins and weights and all that good stuff. So my assumption is this is part of it. And the difference here, from what I can see, is that there's basically the shading, and it has like it feels like it has a mass to it, which I would assume is the weight. But this is with its mouth closed, and this is with its mouth open. Same with here. This is closed, and then this is open here. So it's looking pretty cool. And then on this, it does say new Ghost Leviathan needs animations. So I'm assuming that they got the rigging done, and then this is working on these skins and weights. And now, because they worked on that, they now have to like adjust the animations or something like that. But looking very cool. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you aren't a current subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe to keep up to date with all the Subnautica news and content that I will be providing. And as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.